Hi, how are you? I'm going to try this again. I started and it didn't make sense. All right. Everything is simple. Things are simple. How was your week? The reason I ask is because that's what's important to you. How was your week? What did you do? Did you have to have a lot of crises that you had to handle? I did not this week, although I have in the last month and a half. Things have calmed down a little bit. And next week is Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday, I looked it up. Palm Sunday is when we remember that Jesus came into the town before he was going to start the process of Holy Week, of having the Seder, having the Passover dinner, and telling his disciples what was going to happen, of being arrested and brought to trial multiple times. So Palm Sunday is when he comes into Jerusalem, and it wasn't sad and it wasn't scary, it was triumphant because the God is here, Jesus is here. So we come into it in happiness and in elation, right? And then, I looked it up on the internet, and I want to know, what can we learn from Palm Sunday? I want to know, because that's what I want to do. Because what I try to do is I try to look at the stuff that we're learning. How does it pertain to me as a person? Does it help me? Does it teach me to do what I'm supposed to do? Does it give me strength? Does it give me peace? Does it give me understanding? Okay. Palm Sunday is the day that Jesus came into Jerusalem and people loved him. They laid down their coats for him to walk on. They made sure there was a donkey, a young donkey there for him to ride on. All of these things fit what was said in the beginning in the Old Testament. In 2 Kings 9:13, it says, then the officers hurried. Now this is before all of this happened, but they're telling us what's going to happen. Each man took off his own coat and put him on the stairs. Then they blew the trumpet and said, he is king. In Zechariah 9:9, rejoice, people of Jerusalem, shout for joy. Your king is coming to you. He does what is right and he saves. He is gentle and riding on a donkey. How cool is that? How about this one? All right, so now we're coming to the part where it's actually going to happen. And Jesus knew how it was going to work because he's read the Old Testament. So Jesus and his followers, this is Matthew 21, 1 through 11. This is in almost every gospel. John has a different version of it, but the other three are almost the same. Jesus and his followers were coming closer to Jerusalem. But first they stopped at Bethphage at the hill that they called the Mount of Olives. And Jesus sent two of his followers into town and say, go to the town, and when you enter it, you're going to see there a donkey tied with its colt, his baby. Untie them and bring them to me. And if anybody asks you, say the master needs them. He will send them back soon. And the reason he did this was to make clear what the prophet said, Isaiah and Zechariah, tell the people of Jerusalem, your king is coming to you, gentle and riding on a donkey. So the followers did. They brought the donkey to him, and they laid their coats on the donkey, and Jesus sat on them. And then other people put their coats on the road before him and cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. And people were walking ahead, and they were all shouting praise to the Son of David. Everybody was excited. So later, he has dinner with his a celebration, a holiday dinner, Passover dinner with his friends, with the disciples, and tells them this was it. This was the happy part of it. Now we're getting to the scary part. Palm Sunday is a celebration of Jesus. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end with the celebration. It's not perfect, Perfect would be the celebration and everything is good and we're all happy and we're always going to be happy. Life doesn't work that way. Everything we read in the Bible, you can relate to your own world, your own self. So Colleen got married in September and we were so happy. And time went on and we were still happy. And then we had Christmas and we were so happy. And then my dad didn't feel so well and he got sick. And then Kenny had a little bit of a pain and he got really sick. And then my mom fell and hurt herself and she's still dealing with that. And then Kevin got married. Palm Sunday shows us you've got happy, happy times. And then you got really scary, low, stressful times. And then it comes back up. Palm Sunday, happy, happy, happy. People loved him. They wanted him. It changed. It changed. And people didn't want him. And they were yelling at him. And they had him arrested. And then when he was arrested, they were shouting at him. When he was on the cross, they were, pulling on him and angry with him. Things had changed. And then he died. And we thought that was it. And then he came back. Happy Palm Sunday. Really bad. Good Friday and Saturday, Holy Thursday. And then come back up again and we're happy again on the following Sunday. A week later, what are we learning from this? Why does this happen? Why do we talk about this all the time? Because this is going to happen to us. It's going to happen over and over and over again. And every single time, we think we've learned so that the next time something bad happens, we're going to realize it comes back up. But we don't. We think we're going to learn. We have in the back of our head, but the fear is still there. The low feelings are still there. Maybe that's why we have these stories. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm saying it probably did happen. And it was the reason it happened was so that we could see in reality. It wasn't somebody telling us, like Jesus did a lot of stories that were just stories, right? Just to teach the lesson, like I do with my kids. But a lot of this history, a lot of the stuff that's in the Bible that we think actually happened, if it's happening in real life to Jesus on a more huge scale than will ever happen to me, then maybe I can do this again. And the next time I've got multiple crises, multiple stresses, whether they're big or small, I'll be afraid, I'll be stressed, I won't sleep, but eventually I will get over it and get to the next thing. In the Bible, God gives us this same lesson over and over and over and over again. And maybe what he learned from sending Jesus down to us is that it takes a long time to learn these lessons. We live, sometimes if we're lucky, up to 80, 90 years, sometimes a little less. Maybe through all of those years, at some point I'm going to figure this out and understand. Life is not perfect. It'd be kind of boring if it was. I say that now. Wait till I get another crisis. But God is saying, listen, it's going to be like this. It's not always going to be hunky-dory. It's not always going to be happy. Your children are not always going to love you. They're always going to love you, but they're not always going to be good. They're not always going to be good. Your parents are not always going to take care of you. But then they come back and do it. Nothing is perfect. But it also doesn't stay the same. So when something is hard, it's going to come back up again. You're going to go from Palm Sunday, yay, to Good Friday, oh my God, tears and fear and denial and not acting right, back up to Easter, yay, it's going to happen. To get through it, we go to church, we read the Bible, we listen to videos that tells us the same lesson over and over again. Maybe God did that on purpose. All of these rules, all of these Bible verses, all of these stories, always comes back. God is there helping us. He sent his son so he could learn how to help us better and have more connection with us. We're going to celebrate him, and then we're going to be afraid because our lives are there. And then we're going to come back up again. Palm Sunday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday. It's over and over in the Bible. You can look it up. You can listen. But maybe that's why I say the same thing every week. Because that's what life is. It's a series of ups and downs that come right back up again. So, when you're celebrating Palm Sunday this year, you think about, this is a celebration. Let us enjoy this and go with it. Those people were so happy. They put their coats down. They had celebratory palms that they were waving. Enjoy it. And then when you get to Good Friday, feel the heaviness of it, of the heaviness of what Jesus would have felt that then. And know that Easter's coming in 2 days. God gave that to us, and he gave us the tools to figure it out. I don't know if this made any sense. And if it didn't, I'll try and do another one. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week. Bye.